Okay, gonna spin the wheel, but this is gonna be for November 9th, so more than a month from now. But we'll find out, and I will definitely forget by the time November rolls around. I'll forget after 2 weeks. I won't remember. Surviving Mars. That sounds familiar. Hey everyone, Alex of All Trades here, and I am back with a gaming reveal. It has been more than a month, so, and I did actually remember the game, and it's Surviving Mars. So let's see, oh, we can skip this, or let the titles play. The logos. Maybe, okay. I want to do tutorial or a new game. Let me. Oh, also. Probably. Yep. Okay. Let's do the tutorial. You're gonna show me literally everything, apparently. But at least you're breaking it up into bite-sized pieces. How bite-sized are they, though? Are they hour-long bite-size or like 20-minute bite-size?
Welcome to Mars.
Oh. Oh. I didn't sign it for a minute there that you were gonna read it to me. In this training exercise, you will learn how to gather basic resources from the Martian surface, how to construct a small base, and how. So this is like a Subnautica, like, you know, base building thing on Mars. That's what I thought it was gonna be with the name Surviving Mars. The question is, can you pause time or not? How to construct a small base and how to refuel the rocket. Why is rocket capitalized? In order to send it back to Earth. Send it back to Earth? Are you saying that we're not going back in the rocket? Let's get started. Effect. Achievements are disabled during all tutorials. Alright, fine. Is there a button that I can press? It doesn't seem like it, so I just have to...
Such as this one will appear throughout the training process, giving useful information on how to advance in your current tasks.
Great news! Let me turn up the volume. Because I can't hear it. Hardly.
You need to master the camera controls and familiarize yourself with the terrain around the prospective colony site.
So... it's more... like top-down? Zoom in toward the suggested landing site. This is it? No, I figured it was the scroll wheel. Isn't it always? Was that truly the mechanic of the zoom? That it goes straight to the one that I'm over? Let me... I don't know.
Now it's time to
I did
land
not...
our first rocket.
I didn't read that. Proceed by selecting the pinned icon representing the rocket that is currently in orbit around Mars.
With the rocket selected, designate a landing site on the indicated location.
Really not here? Right. Oh, it's coming down. You can see its shadow. I'm probably gonna get bored with this, like, super fast. Then I'm gonna go back to playing Marvel Rivals to finish out the season. Oh my god! Are those the...
And we have touchdown.
What were those?
It has landed on Mars.
It carries drones, remotely controlled robots, which constitute your construction and resource is gathering workforce. No! No, you don't! Gathering basics. Basic resources for building construction is one of the first things our Martian base needs. Place a metals depot so the drones begin automatically bringing metals from the scattered surface deposits nearby. Gather 5 metals in a depot. Open the build menu. Storages. Depot. Metal. And you don't care where I place it necessarily? Overlaps deposit. Okay. It's like, would you stop? Use the HUD or the following shortcuts to control the game speed. Space, pause, unpause. Plus increase, minus decrease. Now accelerate game speed so the drones gather the required metals faster. Okay. Ooh, look at them go!
Our rocket carries valuable resources that will be essential for the construction and maintenance of the colony. Initially, it's best to designate a universal depot.
I can't tell when you're gonna read and when you're gonna want me to read. Place a universal depot near your rocket.
Along with metals, concrete is the other vital basic construction resource.
Okay, you keep doing it. I don't know when I'm supposed to read versus when you're gonna read. Just read all of it or read none of it. The concrete extractor building must be placed over or within proximity of a concrete deposit. From the build menu, select to build a concrete extractor and place it at the proposed location. You propose requires it.
Well done. Now observe how the drones will carry all the resources to the site, and then construct the concrete extractor.
Oh wow, they're fast. Still so
Like
one.
most buildings, the concrete extractor needs power in order to operate. Having a reliable electrical grid and supply is essential for the success of the colony.
So, when they say these bite-sized things are probably like an hour long each. Stirling generators are excellent power sources, but they are too complex to be built on Mars during the early stages of our colonization effort. That is why we ship them from Earth, partially assembled in prefabs. Prefabs do why even? I don't know that I need this flavor text. Prefabs do not require any resources, only drones to unpack and assemble them. We've provided you with a Stirling generator prefab. Construct a Stirling generator and then connect it to the concrete extractor with a power cable. Or place the Stirling generator adjacent to the concrete extractor for direct connection. How close can you
Connect the
get?
Stirling generator and the concrete extractor using a power cable from the build menu to power up the extractor.
Close. How do I... Do I just have to place them on... Yeah, that's what I thought. Objects? Or no, it's already done.
Waste
it's
rock is a byproduct of all extractors and is best stored at designated locations. This way you can ensure that it will not be in the way of future construction.
oh god. That went down the pipe. And my body revolted. Reasonably. The amount of waste rock per resource extracted depends on the grade of the resource deposit. You can select a resource deposit to view its grade and the amount of resources remaining in it. Place a dumping site and a concrete depot to store the extracted. And a concrete depot? To store the extracted concrete. Okay.
Drones will pick pending tasks on their own within the range of the drone controllers they are assigned to.
Currently, all drones are assigned to the rocket. When the that's the drone controller. When the rocket is selected, the work range of all drones assigned to it will be visualized. If the rocket takes off, however, all these drones will need another controller. Build a dome hub and make sure it is supplied with power. Okay. Drone hub. I'm bad at reading. Well, that's a little annoying.
Drones run on batteries that have to be recharged periodically.
Okay, every drone hub has 2 recharge stations built in, but you might need additional ones as the colony spreads out. Constructing recharge stations, especially along areas with heavy drone activity, will prove vital in maintaining an efficient workforce. Build a recharge station near the concrete extractor. If I do this... I don't know why it came from that one.
Maintaining a steady supply chain between Earth and Mars is essential, especially during the early colonization stages.
Every rocket has enough fuel for a one-way trip to Mars and has to be refueled on-site so it can return to Earth and be reused. Fuel is produced in a fuel refinery. To set up a production chain, we will also need water. Build a moisture evaporator, then a fuel refinery. Oh, no. I want it going really fast. Jesus, it's huge. does that mean?
We don't have sufficient power for all the buildings in the colony.
Luckily, we have an extra Stirling generator prefab we could use. Okay.
A system of pipes is used to deliver resources such as water and air where they are needed.
The moisture evaporator has been connected to with pipes to the fuel refinery. Connect them, has to be. Connect the moisture vapor to the fuel refinery with pipes. So they will chain. Okay. That's good to know. I wish I'd known that earlier.
Fuel production is now underway, and the drones will begin to deliver the fuel to the rocket.
Use the speed controls to increase the game speed so the rocket refuels faster. For the purposes of this tutorial, the rocket needs far less fuel, 5, than it would during a normal playthrough, 50. Okay.
Resources are low.
Sitting around. Why does it look like that? It's almost done. Launch the rocket. What is this? Is this a drone? It is. Oh, it needed repair.
Congratulations. You have finished the first tutorial.
20 minutes. 20 minutes tutorial.
Welcome, Commander. In this training exercise, you will get acquainted with one of your most valuable tools, rovers.
There's a very long pause to say that word. Rovers are vehicles with a variety of useful functions like transporting resources, commanding drones, and analyzing anomalies. I put everything in horrific spots. You have direct control over all rovers in the colony. Select the RC transport and move it to the designated area. Yeah, this is much better built.
Now let's try moving around.
With the RC transport selected, move it to the Move Interact button in move it with the Move Interact button in its info panel, or by using right mouse click. I don't know. Is this the move button? Yes. It had to go around a drone.
RC transport can load and carry resources around the map. Let's use it to refuel the nearby rocket.
Use the RC transport to load fuel from the fuel depot to the in the base, then unload it close to the rocket so that its drones can load it into the rocket. Drones can also take resources directly from the RC transport if they need them. However, unloading the resources is quicker and will free up the RC transport for other tasks. Okay. It's so slow. Speed up.
Now order the RC transport to unload the fuel next to the rocket.
I was like, is it happening? I don't know. Here come the drones! Little spiders. Little bugs, they come out of nowhere. Wait for the drones to bring the fuel inside the rocket, then select the rocket to launch it. I can just wait. Better if I moved it up there. Like over here. Is there a human being here or not? Like, drones with no controller for orphans drones. They're orphans. Like Batman.
Some drones are left without a controller after the rocket launch.
If drones lose their controller, they will look for new controllers nearby. However, when there are no controllers nearby, you will have to manually assign them to a new controller. The reassign command also allows you to reassign drones to understaffed controllers with heavy drone load. Assign these drones to a nearby drone hub. Can I just do this? Can. Good. I appreciate that.
The RC transport is able to gather resources directly from surface deposits without the help of drones.
Send the RC transport to gather some metals from the deposit indicated by the arrow. Gather 5 metals. Oh, I see them going. And I see it coming. Is it doing it? Yes. I was just looking at this over here.
Let's set up a small expand some distance away from the main base.
We will need... What do you mean by expand? We will need resources for the new base. The RC transport can be ordered to transfer a large amount of resources in multiple goes via the create transport route command. Set a transport route between the universal storage in the base, and the marked location above the main base. Select the rover create with the command activated. Click on the Universal Depot. As the starting point. All. Near the marked area above the main base.
Nice work.
Now, observe how the RC transport makes its first course along the transport route. If things take too long, remember to speed up time. I already did. I was like, I'm not doing this. I like that you can do that, so you don't have to, like, tell it every time you want to take take multiple things somewhere. Okay, I'm seeing how the Soul 2 thing behind me works. The Soul thing is that you can't see it because I'm in front of it, but it starts, like, in the blue and then gets yellow and then like really bright yellow and then starts going back to blue, and that's like a day cycle. The RC Commander is a mobile drone controller that carries its own drones. With its help, you can gather resources from surface deposits, construct and maintain buildings. You needed another comma. I believe in the Oxford comma. When moving far distances, the RC Commander will first recall its drones before moving off to its destination. Move the RC Commander to the site of the expand. There he is.
We need to construct a new sensor tower to scan the nearby environment.
Use the resources that the RC transport delivered to build and power a new sensor tower that will help us scan the nearby locations for new resources and anomalies with a capital A. Oh, no, no, no! Go over here. Oops. Come back over here. It said, and a Stirling generator.
Good job.
That was weird. The construction may take some time until the RC transport delivers all the needed resources and the sensor tower and the Stirling generator for them. There we go. Yeah. That was much better.
It's time to learn about scanning sectors and exploration.
You can scan new sectors to discover more resource deposits and anomalies. This is done from the map overview. Zoom out.
You can scan sectors of the map to discover new resources and anomalies.
There are two main ways to scan. One is to queue sectors for scanning. These sectors will be scanned one by one gradually over time. Sensor towers speed up the scanning process of sectors near them. The other way is to use probes, which you can buy using funding and bring on resupply rockets from Earth. Have a probe.
You can also queue sectors for scanning.
that to you. How long does it take? Do I see a thing that shows what it's doing? Stand. Scanning. Oh, if you mouse over it, you can see the percentage.
Well done. Now it's time to use our fully operational RC Explorer to analyze the anomaly.
Select the RC Explorer and use the Move Interact action to order it to analyze the anomaly. This will take a while, so consider increasing the game speed to... Why is the music getting louder? This
Good job.
I don't think we can get any faster. Here's what's going on.
The anomaly has yielded interesting insights into new technologies.
Researching new how would it be new technology? Unlocks new options for the colony, such as new buildings, domes, and upgrades. Anomalies often provide bonus to research, such as unlocking new technologies for research or providing research points.
Anomaly found.
This is the research screen.
Oh,
From
Jesus.
here, you can choose and queue texts for research.
Texts are divided into 5 basic fields and a field for special breakthrough texts so 6. When you research a tech from a given basic field, you will unlock a new tech in that field. Breakthrough texts are special, unique texts that are unlocked via anomalies. That's what I figured. Queue at least 1 technology for research. I think it matters which one. They're telling me to choose this one. I will choose it.
Commander, one other thing.
There's going to be a lot of other things. Each tech has a cost in research points, which are generated in various ways. Your sponsor provides some research points to start with. Once colonists arrive, and this is making me think of Murderbot. The first book, which is called All Systems Red. Once colonists arrive, you will be able to construct research labs. So we're just drones right now, which generate research points faster. You can view a breakthrough of the research points generated per sol on the right side of the research screen. The thing is, though, is that having breakthroughs only happen from anomalies is not accurate. Most research breakthroughs are not done through, like, finding new shit. It's really, like, not really. Like, we didn't discover something entirely new. It's more like we created new technology to possibly see it. Or just detect.
Nice work. Now you know how to handle rovers.
Power water maintenance.
Welcome, Commander. It looks like this forward base has gone through a major dust storm.
Oh no. Now it is your job to fix up and prepare it for the... Why does the spacing look weird on this? The first colonists. I don't know. There looks like there's an extra space, some extra spaces in there, like between prepare and it, and for and the and first. It's weird looking to me. It's throwing me off. In this tutorial, you will learn how to handle power, life support grids, and building maintenance, as well as how to construct your first dome. Yeah, a lot of the spacing is throwing me off. Is it partially justified or something?
First things first. Let's remove some unnecessary structures.
The concrete extractor has depleted its deposit and will be of no use now. We can salvage some construction materials from it. Salvage the concrete extractor. Takes a bit. We got to... Oh!
Now, let's get that drone hub operational.
Let's leave a lot of trash on Mars. We need to supply the drone hub with power. The resources from the salvaged concrete extractor should be enough to construct a solar panel. It would be best to use the existing power cables to connect the two buildings and avoid wasting more metals on cables. You want it really specifically, like right there. Is a drone. Why aren't they doing anything? Drone commander not working. Oh, that's why.
We have some power, but it's not enough. We should prioritize the drone hub.
You can change the priority of buildings manually. Buildings on higher priority get power, maintenance, and workers first.
We can use the machine parts left from the concrete extractor to build a wind turbine.
Why aren't we building nuclear power plants? Wind turbines are a good alternative to solar panels. Both of these things suck. Like, solar panels are only good during the day, and they're bad during high dust kick-up, which can happen without a dust storm. Their percentage will drop. And wind turbines will only be good when the dust is bad and like really kicked up. And neither of them produce very much power. Wind turbines are a good alternative to solar power panels, and a good alternative to both of them is nuclear, and they operate day and night. Only when the wind is blowing. If there's no wind blowing, they won't operate day or night. They also get bonus power production if built on high ground. That makes sense. However, wind turbines have high upkeep costs. True today as well, and require maintenance more often than solar panels. The construction materials to make a wind turbine is fucking outrageous. The rare earth metals to make a solar panel are ridiculous. I would not. No, I would just build nuclear. I don't. They're like, oh, where'd you get nuclear material? Well, there's probably, if there isn't nuclear material on Mars, we shouldn't fucking be there. We're grabbing resources first.
Even
The
with
fact
the
that
wind
it-
turbine, there won't be enough electricity to power the base, especially
Really?
during the night.
Solar panels provide power only during the day, and we don't have accumulators to compensate at night. We can set some of the base buildings to automatically turn off at night using the building's shifts. There are 3 shifts: first shift, second shift, and night shift. Buildings will require power, resources, and workers only during their active shifts. Disable the night shifts of the moisture evaporator and fuel refinery. I would want the moisture evaporator running at night.
You managed to get things operational, but this won't last, as buildings require maintenance, and we are out of resources.
Buildings require maintenance with resources roughly every 6 or 7 sols. Buildings that don't get maintenance break and won't function until repaired. To showcase this, we have simulated a breakdown of your solar panel. Fuck you, I just built that! Drones will automatically repair this breakdown, provided that there are metals in range of the controller.
We need more metals to secure this base. Use the RC transport to collect some metals and transport them back.
The RC transport can mine surface metal deposits, use it to gather 20 to 30 metals, and bring them back to base. You can use these metals to set up additional solar panels and power up everything. Select the RC. Here it comes. I like how I only have to click on one of them. It'll keep going until it gets the capacity where there are no more. Oh, Heather, you may want to speed up time. It's on max speed, dude.
Good job. However, we need more than just metals. Fortunately, we can call a resupply rocket from Earth.
Every time he says good job, I hear Will Smith as Hancock now. Using rockets to resupply from Earth is the best way to secure resources early on. You'll need funding to buy the resources, but your sponsor usually will provide you with enough to get a basic colony up and running. Open the resupply screen and order advanced resources from Earth. And I do that by clicking this. Cargo rocket. Polymers. Cost is 70 million. I have 9,000 million. $280 million. Oh no, wait, it's asking for machine parts? Oh. 20 of each? Alright. Whew, that's expensive.
Let's do some cleaning up around the base while we wait for the rocket to arrive.
The remains of destroyed or salvaged buildings will obstruct other constructions. To clear such ruins, you will need to research the decommission protocol, technology in the engineering field. For the purposes of the simulation, we've provided you with the tech. Blow it up! That's what we're doing, right? Yeah, sort of.
Now, let's remove some of the unnecessary cables.
You can use the salvage tools in the build menu to remove cables and pipes, as well as an alternate way to salvage buildings. Wait for arrival of the rocket. Then land in your base. Remember, you can speed up time. Stop telling me that, dude. Can I...
Resources are low.
Is there a particular spot you want me to land it, or just land it? Why are these so far apart from each other?
The supplies from Earth have arrived, and we can use them to expand the base.
Let's start with the power accumulator. It allows you to store power for nighttime or emergencies. Keep in mind that accumulators have a capped maximum output, so a single one may not be enough to power all buildings at night. Construct a power accumulator and connect it to the power grid. You may want to construct some additional solar panels and wind turbines in advance to sustain the base expansion. I did actually build another solar panel.
Water is essential for a sustainable Martian colony. Fortunately, there is a water deposit nearby.
But it's... I get that let's is a contraction of let us, but literally no one uncontracts that. And that was weird. Was this written? Is this game by non-English speakers? Let us build a water extractor near the deposit. All extractors must be placed near deposit of the corresponding type. Remember to connect them with to then connect it with power. You may also have to build more power producers to generate the required power.
Use the build menu to construct a water extractor near the water deposit. Then, power it up. Water extractor is ready, but we don't have a storage for the water it will extract.
Good, you should have told me that. And I could have built them both at the same time. We will need water for domes, farming, and polymer production. But for now, we don't have any of that, so we can store some water in a water tower. Storages are important safety measures for your colony, as they will provide water, oxygen, or power in the case of a producer breaking down or ceasing operation during a disaster.
time has finally come to build the first dome that will house our colonists.
At what the inside of domes look like? Because it just looks like a weird quad. Domes are large superstructures that house colonists. They hose them too. You can construct many buildings inside domes. Oh, okay, never mind. Some of them will require colonists as workforce. Domes have limited space but can be connected via passages to form larger systems. Remember to use the RC transport to mine metals and to call resupply rockets if you need advanced resources to finish the dome. This will take a long time, so you might wish... Oh, fucking God. Stop saying that! Where is my RC? There it is. Yeah, you're drunk. Okay. Enough polymer, but we need probably more concrete. Where is the concrete? It's the... Oh no, we don't need any more concrete. We just got plenty. Probably need more power, though. Music is reminding me of... Oh, what is that name of the band? The guys who said Knights in White Satin? What is the name of that band? This is driving me crazy. It starts with an M. Moody Blues. I knew it was 2 words and it started with an M.
The dome is complete, but we have to supply it with water, power, and oxygen before we can use it.
Domes require life support. I would think that would be part of its construction, namely water, power, and oxygen. Connect the dome to the existing power and water infrastructure. You may need to build additional power producers. For oxygen, you will need to construct a MOXIE, a device that extracts oxygen from the carbon dioxide in the Martian atmosphere. Once the MOXIE is ready and... I'm sorry, this is a hilarious name. It is ready and powered up, connect it to the dome with pipes. It may be wise to build an oxygen storage as well. Okay. Alright. Let's try to get this thing to come back and unload its resources. Already connected power. So I need to... Oops. Pipes. And I need a MOXIE. build more power.
Well done. You have completed the simulation successfully.
Okay. You have learned how to handle power, water, and oxygen, as well as how to build, as how building maintenance works. You are ready to blah, blah, blah. Colonists. Give me colonists.
Welcome back, Commander. In this tutorial, you will finally familiarize
Pause the one.
yourself
I thought
with
it
the
was
challenges of
my turn to
sustaining a
read.
society on Mars.
Everything done beforehand was a prelude to this very moment, the arrival of the Founders. Yay. Our first colonists are called Founders. After they set foot on Mars, a trial period meant to test how humans fare on Mars will begin. Mars is not meant for humans. Or humans are not meant for Mars, really. No more colonists will arrive from Earth until the Founder stage ends. Be careful if all your colonists die. During this period, the mission will be terminated. Good to know. What do you want from me?
The foundations for bringing your first colonists have already been laid down. One of the final things left to do is to provide the Founders with living space.
Living complexities are built inside are built inside the dome. The space within the dome is limited, so each building has to be carefully planned. Construct a living complex at the indicated location. So I see, it's divided like that. Where are the drones? Are they doing it? They're oh, it's slow. It's not. Yeah, there we go. How close inside can you get? Oh, they built a tree
All
too?
preparations complete. Colony is ready for the arrival of the Founders.
Order a passenger rocket. Yeah, they build trees. Oh.
From this screen, you can inspect all available applicants and determine which ones will travel to the colony.
This part's interesting. Colonists are organized by their age, specialization, and various traits. Please use the Oxford comma. You can set desired and undesired traits in every category using the thumbs up, thumbs down icons. Colonists with more of the desired traits will board the rocket, while colonists with any undesired trait will be rejected.
You may want to review and handpick individual candidates for the Founders.
By highlighting individual applicants one by one, you can view their perks and flaws. It may be a good idea to do this for the Founders in order to get an exact number of specialists you desire, as well as handpick the traits of these colonists. So, no specialization. Yeah, but you didn't actually have me... These no specialization people. I'm not launching that. Let's see, right now I have 1 botanist, 2 engineers, 1 geologist. No, medics! What do you mean walked? Scientist officer. Okay. Let's get another geologist. And cover sanity when gaming. I think it depends on the game, but I think this is hilarious. Alright, and let's grab another botanist and another medic. We can't see another medic. And then we'll compare. Oh, he has 69. Is there no more medics? Oh, thank God. I've got 12 selected. Okay, so now let's kind of compare. We have 2 scientists. Our scientist currently he's an alcoholic. Yeah, he's an alcoholic. Work performance lowered by 10 can be caused by sanity breakdowns plus drinking. Is there a scientist that doesn't drink? Loner loses comfort every day while living in a dome with a population over 30 minus social. Another scientist. All sanity losses are halved. Rada, you are my replacement. Okay. Party animal gains additional comfort when satisfying social interests plus social. Melancholic. That makes sense. Party animal who's melancholic. Increased performance penalty when at low morale can be caused by sanity breakdowns. Fit. More health recovered while resting. Can work when health is low, plus exercise. Alright. I don't know how a botanist isn't a scientist, but okay. Or a geologist? Those are scientists. Yeah, that's an alcoholic. Greatly increased birth rate. He's sexy. You can stay where you are. Greatly, she's also sexy. I love how they put the birthplace as a flag, and I would need to know what the flag represents to know where they're from. Like, I don't fucking know. This is the one I removed because they're an alcoholic. Alright, officers. Survivor loses less health without food, water, oxygen, or when living in an unpowered dome. Damn. Greatly increased birth rate. Ah! Gains additional comfort when satisfying social interests. Party animal. Gamer recovers sanity when gaming. Let's see if there's a better officer than that person. Increased performance boost when at high morale. More health recovered when resting. Can work when health is low. So far, that's the better officer. This person's an alcoholic. No comfort penalties when eating unprepared food or having no residence. Higher individual base morale, low sanity, never leads to suicide. I mean, religious people sometimes commit suicide. Gains additional comfort when satisfying social interest. Is it better than the current officer I grabbed? No, not really. I don't know why this is the most interesting part of the game. Oh god! Vegan. Don't worry, they'll tell you. the one I got rid of. Alright. Let's take a look at my engineers. How many engineers do I have? 2? Oh, wait. I have one botanist. You know, I feel like botanists are more important than, like... Alright, so I have 2 officers. Yeah. I have 3 medics. That does seem like a decent amount, but I think I should get rid of a medic. 1 medic. And replace them with a botanist. All sanity losses are halved. Party animal. Hypochondriac will randomly visit medical buildings and take sanity damage if unable to do so. Interest plus medical. Avi, that sounds kind of awful. I don't know that I want you around. Workaholic. Individual performance increased by 20. No penalty for heavy workloads. Negative relaxation. More health recovered. Right, so far. Workaholic. Is that 2 workaholics? Yeah, it is. 2 workaholic botanists. It did not expect me to spend this much time on the screen, did it? Nope, you're sexy. No. No. Oh. Alright, so let's get rid of a medic. Rugged. Survivor. Enthusiast. Alright, get rid of that person. Take that person. Alright. So that's the botanist. Alright. Engineers. We have 2 engineers. Hi, sweetie. I think all I'm gonna get to do is play the tutorial. All sanity losses are halved, and Survivor. You seem pretty good, Leland Jamal. Your last name sounds like a first name. You gonna lay down? The other engineer. Survivor. That's good. Hippie. Gains twice as much comfort in gardens and parks. What a weird thing for a engineer. Party animal, hypochondriac. Sexy gamer. There's no such thing. No comfort penalties when eating unprepared food. That might be my engineer. Just, I don't like hippies. Nope. Don't like alcoholics. She says as she drinks alcohol. If you were a religious loner who was melancholic, why didn't you just go into the seminary? I don't know what country you're from to suggest. Maybe Russia? Which you could have been an Orthodox Russian. Alright, so those are my engineers. Geologist. I said that a little weird. Gamer, survivor, gambler. That's the first time I've seen that one. Has a 50% chance to lose 20 sanity when visiting a casino. Can be caused by sanity breakdowns. Plus gambling. So my thought there is that as long as there's not a casino, The Han is okay. But we'll look at other geologists. Gains temporary morale boost every time a new technology is researched. I love nerds! That's Leland. Yeah, that's 2 nerds! Social. That's not bad. Religious isn't bad. Neither is gamer. Gambler, rugged, hippie, no. Okay. I think I want to take one of the nerds. I don't want 2 Lelands, so I'm gonna take Donna. All sanity losses are half. Okay, that's fine. And then for my medics, I have rugged and survivor. That's good. Is that everybody? Let's see. Botanist, engineer, geologist, medic, scientist, officer. Yeah, I looked at everybody. Nerd, rugged, survivor, fit, enthusiast, fit, composed, gamer, survivor, composed, rugged. I feel like composed gamer is me. Hi, girl. Oh, you're so cute. So we've got Donna. Oh, no, wait. Do we have 2 Donnas? It's, unfortunately. Donna is a party. Oh, that Donna's not great, actually. That Donna. Loner. She might be the... Nope, I don't like sexy people. There's no such thing as sexy scientists. Come on. Yeah, that is literally the best. Donna Presley is... So I guess party animal and melancholic. Survivor. Okay, so we've got an American woman who's middle-aged and a scientist who's a party animal, melancholic, and fit. We have a Chinese female adult officer, survivor, a American male middle-aged engineer who is a composed survivor. We have someone from that country. Their name is Andrei Nikolov, so that gives us some kind of a hint. We know it's not like Latin America. Male, adult, medic, who's rugged. Frederica Amari. Is that France? Female, adult, geologist, composed. Chinese, female, adult, medic, survivor. I don't know. Rada Stefanova. Same country as Andre, I think. Female, adult, scientist, composed, gamer. Same country again. Female, middle-aged officer, enthusiast, and fit. Same country again. Female adult botanist who is fit. Chinese female adult botanist. How many of these people are women? Survivor. India? Male adult engineer who is rugged. American female adult geologist. Nerd. Alright, so let's see. How many of these are women? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 of 12. Well, you need more women than you need men. Anyway. What sex are my medics? Okay, they are split. Alright, let's launch. Oh, I can rename some of them? Because I don't want them to be, like, renamed. Oh, no. You rename the rocket. Okay. Wait, filter. You can... Don't ever show me an alcoholic. Or a gambler, glutton, or hydrate. Just don't show me these people. I don't care about sex. Works. Guru, I didn't see that one. Randomly spreads other traits to its colonists. To persons in the same dome with less than 3 traits. That's actually not a bad thing. And then... perks. Celebrity. Generates funding when at high comfort. That's cool. I like gamers. Genius. I didn't see any genius. Generates research when at high sanity. Hippie is a flaw. Saint raises the morale of all religious people in the dome. Benefits stack with each additional saint. That's cool. Alright. Alright, we can watch. I spent my time picking them, so...
Colonists will arrive on Mars with a small amount of food. But it will not last long. We need to make sure that they will be able to produce their own food on the Red Planet. The hydroponic farm can produce food. Although the colonists can take food directly from a food depot, they will be happier if they can pick it up from a grocery.
The grocery
Colonists need service buildings to keep them comfortable on Mars. The grocery that you already constructed is one such service building.
As I was going to say. The grocery actually just looks like a farmer's market. Different services satisfy different interests colonists may have. A colonist will feel more comfortable inside a dome, which has his interest covered, but you don't need to cover every interest in smaller smaller dome. And in a smaller dome, this might not be even possible. If the comfort of colonists falls too low, they may become Earth-sick and decide to leave Mars and go back to Earth. However, Martian-born colonists will never get Earth-sick. Won't they get, like, Wanderlust, though? A space bar? think that's a smart idea. Jesus, those guys are jumping. Oh, does it? They've been just waiting in orbit.
New colonists have arrived.
Great. Now that you have a spacebar, you can customize its work settings.
The founders that just arrived have taken available jobs automatically, but you can customize their work assignments. With the building selected, notice the 3 available work. I should have had some unspecialized people on there for the bar. 3 available work shifts on the info panel. 2 of them are active, with 2 workers employed at each shift. The more workers assigned to a building, the better the building performs. Initially, however, we won't be needing so many people working at the spacebar, as there will be other important jobs to fill and limited people to fill them, especially during the founder stage. Disable one job slot in every active shift. Select the spacebar and where's the ships? Oh, I feel a little bad for clicking fire worker.
Full of hope and determination, the first founders have set foot on the Red Planet.
Decide if you're going to read all of it or not. The next 10 souls will be full of difficulties and dangers, but also with great promises and opportunities. It is now up to us to prove that Mars can be a doorway to greater riches and the future of the human civilization. Even the most epic adventures begin with a single step. Effect: arrival of additional colonists temporarily suspended until the colony proves able to sustain human life. Your founder colonists must survive for 10 souls before additional people can arrive. Hint: the colony will be evaluated positively before the period ends in the event the first human is born on Mars. In 10 days? If you feel you are up to the challenge, try constructing a medical building and raising the comfort of the founders as much as possible with service buildings. No. Stop. Get in there just because you want to.
Healthy colonists at working age are able to fill any position, but how well they perform at a certain position varies between colonists.
Some buildings are more effective with workers with a certain specialization. For example, scientists are the best workers for a research lab. I should have. Oh, dumb services. Spacebar. Diner. It said. Still says these things are unavailable. You know, I see a lot of people in the bar, and I'm sort of like, don't you have jobs? Who would sit in these chairs? They're terrifying! God, hell no would I ever sit in those
Shifts,
chairs.
among other things, are a way to manage your workforce. The more shifts a building has open, the more colonists it will attract to work there.
Colonists don't like to work at night and will lose sanity while doing so. Furthermore, you may activate the heavy workload option, which boosts the performance of a building during that shift, but inflicts sanity and health problems on the workers due to the increased stresses at their jobs.
Buildings with higher priority will be allocated workers, power, and maintenance before others.
On-site research is very important for the long-term prosperity and survival of your colony, so let's let us prioritize it.
With the research lab up and running, let's begin researching some technologies.
From the research screen, Q3 of the available technologies. Polymer factory. Hell yeah, I'm a botanist. Fear my botany powers. Andy Weir. The Martian! I just read that book! It sounded familiar.
Congratulations. You have provided everything needed for a successful founder stage.
The founder stage takes 10 souls to complete. Be careful, if all of your colonists die during this period, the mission will be terminated. Having a baby born on Mars before the end of this period will also complete the founder stage. This can happen if the comfort of your colonists is very high. I have a question. Are they coming to Mars pregnant? Because no matter how comforting. Well, how long? Let's see something here. How many hours is a day on Mars? It's only 39 minutes longer than an Earth day. So they're coming to Mars pregnant. Because that makes so 24.66 times 10 equals 246.6 hours divided by 24 equals 10 0.27 days. Just barely more than 10 days. Are they coming to Mars pregnant? Nothing you do is trying to make this pregnancy go faster. Like, I don't understand.
You have completed the tutorial for the founder stage.
Alright, the founder's stage takes 10 soul to... Okay. I don't want to play this anymore. The Martian is, it's not a bad book. It's actually quite fun. This game is just about the same as most base building games, I would say, and city planner games and everything. Like, I don't know. I don't really see anything about it that is, like, super different or anything. I wouldn't say that. That doesn't mean it's bad. Superman flies very fast around each pregnant woman to speed up their individual time. But I just, it's not, there's nothing about it that seems stand out, and I don't think I'd care that much. But yeah, this was Surviving Mars. I'm just now realizing what this image is. It's like a planet, like Mars, and a rocket, and this is the rocket takeoff. I don't know what that's called. Alright, so, yeah, this was Surviving Mars. For one of those games that has a lot of text on screen, some of that needed to be proofed a little bit better, and by someone who was a native English speaker, I would say. But other than that, I don't see anything like crazy big about this that makes me go, yeah, I want to play it more. Like, I'm like, whatever. Maybe I know some people who would absolutely love this though. Like, it's just not for me, I would say. Alright, so let's talk schedule. Book Club is November 22nd, 3 p.m. Mountain Standard Time on Alice's Book Circle. You can be on that live stream if you read the book and you ask me to be on the live stream. The book is Gridlinked by Neil Asher. Hi, honey. I see you came back. Oh, you headbutted me? In the links below, there's a link to buy my novel, a link to tip me, a link to join my Discord, and a link to my Locals. And if you join my Locals as a paying member, you get access to exclusive stuff like the exclusive live streams that happen on Sunday. Plus, knowing what game I'm playing for the gaming reveal. Gaming reveal. Is it gaming reveal? Or is it gaming reveal? I don't remember. You can all, if you join Locals, you also gain access to exclusive stuff only available on Locals. And now the schedule for the week. Tomorrow, nothing. Tuesday, Baldur's Gate 3 for Kevin. Wednesday, nothing. Thursday, the exclusive rerun live stream for Claire Obscura Expedition 33. It's 3 hours long because I stopped feeding Lily in the afternoon, so I just went until 3. I was like, I want to keep playing. Fuck it. And then Thursday night, the Dim stream on the Dim site on Rumble, we are talking about Bloodfest and Hell Baby. I have not watched either of them yet. Saturday is the premiere of the regular Path Exile 2 live stream. Sunday at noon, Claire Obscura Expedition 33 exclusive live stream, and that is everything for the week. Do you want to my lap or not? I think, yeah, that sounds like everything. Thank you guys so much for joining me, and I will see you next time. Merch. Yeah! Check out my new shop at cafepress.com/AlexofAllTrades for all kinds of products with my face on them.